Thank God for so much. And a major shout out to my boy Kenneth McElroy. I'm glad my boy came over here the other day and we had a beautiful time talking about the Lord. Mm. You know, when I was talking to Kenneth and when he left, it made me think about holding down people. God bless you, Kenneth, and your family. My boy prayed and he left and we had a beautiful time. And it made me think about holding down people. And I'm finna make some folks mad with this video, not on purpose, but to tell the truth. And when I look at the whole thing on holding down people. And then I look at Jesus. How Jesus was so compassionate. He loved everybody. How he was with the believers as well as the unbelievers. And we got this whole thing twisted up about how Jesus is. Because we want to make Jesus so boring. You know what? I can't stand to be around holding down folks. I got a lot of them in my family. Can't stand being around them because they can't do nothing. You go over their house, you're boring. They want to talk about the Bible all day, every day you go over there. They don't want to play dominoes. They don't want to play cards. You can't drink nothing in front of them. You can't listen to that. They got so many rules that they ain't even fun to be around. And me, I'm a fun type person. I can't stand being around holding down folks. That's what I love about people that come over here. We have relationships with everybody. Best believe somebody be looking at my house and judging me. Just like the Pharisees did Jesus when he sat at the table with the sinners and the tax collectors. The Pharisees was wondering and they asked the disciples, why is Jesus sitting at the table with these sinners? Why is JT opening up his door for these sinners? And I love everybody in my neighborhood, man. People see this all the time in my house. They always ask me, why are you helping Maurice? Why are you helping Twin? It's a guy here named Twin that a whole lot of people can't stand Twin because all Twin do is beg. Y'all know somebody like that. Twin come knock on my door all day, every day, 7 days a week. You know what I do? I feed Twin. I never look down on Twin and I never judge Twin because I look at Twin and I look at where I used to be. And I remember when I didn't have no place to go. And I remember how many people closed their door in my face. When Twin will get on your nerve. I can say that. Twin will get on your nerve because Twin don't think he can do better in life. And just like today, Twin was over here earlier. And I gave Twin some stuff to eat, gave him something to take home with because he was just starving. He noticed he didn't beg for money. He was begging for food. And who am I to turn my back on my brother when he's hungry? And it's these holding down folks that's turning more and more people away from church. People always say, what they doing over your house? See, one thing about this house right here, this is an old drug house. This is an old dope house. Before I moved back in this house, it was drug dealers. They was selling dope out of this house. The side door over there was even kicked in before I moved back in there where somebody broke in the house and destroyed stuff. Walls was tore up. But JT got up in here and went to work in this house. Because I believe in making my house my castle, my kingdom. Don't matter how big or how small it is. My house is my home. But when people look at this house now, they look at what I've done and they say, good God Almighty, is that the same house? Because this house is holy now. Oh. But it's not holy and down up in this house, but this house is holy. Notice I said holy, not holy and down. How am I going to reach folks by being holy and down? As soon as Twin leave, here come another one. Whenever leave, here come another one. All day long, I hear this. Because when I'm at home, this is all I hear. Hey! And people that be coming to visit me, they be tired of seeing it, but I never, you know, I just never, I choose not to never look down on people. Well, I ain't gonna say I choose it. God made me that way. Even my twin brother, he'll get mad at him. Twin will cuss him out, man. I ain't got this. Get the F off the porch. Get out of here. See, that was the old me until I started really looking at them in a whole other way. I used to slam the door in people's face. That's how I used to be. Oh, but see, like I tell you, when you become saved, when God changes you, the people that you slam the door on, you'll find out you feel sorry for them. You'll find out you need to help them. You'll find out you need to go pray for them because that could be you. Matter of fact, it was me. And I said in my mind, I'm not going to do how folks did me. Because when I didn't have nowhere to turn, I couldn't find a whole lot of people that for me. And when I look at Twin, I see the good in him. When Twin leave, will come the prostitutes. Begging. Begging for something to eat, begging for money, and begging for you to let them do something to you. And I got a choice to make. Can I help them or shut the door in their face? See what I'm saying? I keep it all the way real. Big shout out to my boy T-Mod. I listen to T-Mod in his videos when he say how he invites everybody to his house and he cooks for them. I thank God for that, man. See, scriptures, when you get deep with the scriptures, you'll find out that's how we're supposed to be. If you throw a gathering, the Bible teaches you, you don't invite the rich. You don't invite the friends. It say you invite in the poor. And that's what I do in here. I don't look at what they doing. I don't judge them. I look at them, I say, if you need some food, come on. Come on in. Go take your shower. Am I worried about folks stealing from me? Nah. I tell you that. It's another guy out here named Brian. And I look at Brian and how intelligent Brian is. Brian been homeless for years because all Brian want to do is just ride around and make him enough money just to get him a hit with. He'll tell you that. He ain't worried about nothing else. Because Brian don't feel like he can do better than every day I encourage Brian. I can leave Brian in my house all day long. And Brian won't steal a thing. Done it. I left Brian in my house. People say, JT, you crazy. It ain't Brian that steal from me. It'll be my own family members. See what I'm saying? That's why I don't look at no color. I can leave, you will say, I can look at it like this. Though Brian is he's smoking dope all the time. I can leave Brian, the person that you judging, that man that's smoking dope, I can leave him right here in his house with everything in his house, and I can come back and everything will still be here. Because it just ain't even in Brian to steal. And I will have somebody in my own family that'll steal something from me before Brian would even think about stealing something from me. Whoa, that's why the Bible say what? You look at the heart of a person. You look at their heart. And the person that broke in the house wasn't even a crackhead. Because one thing about her, and I'm not saying I'm big and I'm looking for credit, and I just keep it real. I am who I am. I respect everybody. Whether you smoking dope, that's your business. I don't judge. Everybody be wondering why the crackheads, I don't even like to call them crackheads, Lord forgive me, because they still a child of God. Why the lost folks always coming on my porch? That man smoking dope, that prostitute, that drug dealer. I see drug dealers every day. I got a mechanic in my backyard. Fixes the whole neighborhood. He fixes everybody's cars. He is dynamic in what he do. And best believe he works on everybody's stuff. The dope dealers, the pimps. You'll be surprised who you'll see at JT's house. And it's the holding down folks gonna judge you. Man, JT got something going on over there. Because they don't know nothing about JT. That's why I don't care about what folks think about me. I don't. Because I'm not trying to please folks. The only person I'm trying to please, I'm trying to be like Enoch. I want to please God before I get out of here. I would love to get taken away like Enoch did. Because Enoch never experienced death. I'm trying to be like Enoch. I'm trying to please God. Enoch had a testimony before he left this earth. Enoch said, I have pleased God. Oh, that's beautiful. So the holding down folks is boring to me. Because they so holy, you can't do nothing around them or with them. See, I don't like being around people like that. I got to say that once again. They are boring to me. I need to know if I come over your house. Some of them so holding down, you can't even look at a movie that got a little cussing words in it. Oh, they said a bad word. Like you ain't going to hear no bad words on your job. Come on, people. Well, what you doing? You can't drink that. What you drinking for? You going to hell for drinking that beer. When they used to be a drunk. You ain't even a drunk, and you know how to handle yours and know how to stop, but they judge you, and they used to be a stone cold drunk. See, hypocrites, man. People are just like the Pharisees to this day. That's why Jesus showed us an example how to be with the believers as well as the unbelievers. Jesus said the people that is well do not need a physician, but the people that's sick need healing. That lets me know I got to be concerned about the people on the outside. I find out more and more nowadays in these churches, they're only concerned about the inside of the church. Not all churches, though. There are some dynamic churches and pastors. You got some great leaders. But there are more and more churches not concerned about people on the outside. I don't understand what happens nowadays, because back in the day, we used to have a saying that the church was the hospital. People came to church when they were sick and lay their burdens down to leave church feeling good. Now people are going to church sick and they leaving the church sick, still feeling the same way. And that's why I got a sense of humor. People we wondering why I do those videos, like when I act like the fake preacher, the begging preacher. That's why I have humor in a lot of stuff, because I find it funny. And I have to laugh so I won't get mad in these churches, because I go to a lot of churches visiting, praying for people. And I have to find humor in that stupid stuff, because that's what keeps me going to church. I said, Lord, I told God a long time ago, I got to find something else. Because if it wasn't for me finding humor, see, that's why I believe God got a sense of humor also. Look at some of us. He had to have a sense of humor, because we are funny. And I mean that in a good way. We are funny to him. We got people sitting up crying and need help. And they pouring out their heart to the church. They in need. And the church sitting there begging for money, laughing in their face. That's why I do those videos, to find humor in something. Because I have to find laughter. Laughter is good for the soul. I never mark God, but I mark what people do. And I had people had problems with them videos. Don't be marking preachers. And I do what I do. I ain't worried about what you say. If you don't like the video, don't look at the video. My page ain't for everybody. I don't expect everybody to agree with what I do, because I'm not trying to please y'all. But to the real folks that know where I'm coming from, like Brother P.P. Drawings, Brother Minnie Man, my boy Hiding Cliff, Diva Jacobs, my girl I-Rock, they know where I'm coming from. Yeah. So many others, they can look at my page, they can comment. Never receive negative comments from them. They never will. Because why? They keep it real. Why? They not holding it down. They can listen at that R&B music. They can have their little drink without getting drunk. They can bring themselves down to other people and relate to them, which they ain't bringing themselves down nowhere. They are already there. P.P. Jones I love dearly, because that man encouraged me every video I do before I even got on YouTube. All that encouragement for these years just done build up. And he done built up a great relationship with me. How did he do that? Not through religion. P.P. Jones did it through his relationship. How am I so close with Minnie Man? Relationship. How am I so close with Orange Flavor? Relationship. Hiding Cliff? Relationship. And we did this through the internet. I'm more closer with y'all than I am with some of these people in these churches. And I'm going on that note. God bless.